Hi guys, Chris at the Barbecue Shack. Today we're going to talk about the Traeger Woodridge Elite. We're going to start with some inconvenient news. This is called the Elite International rather than the Elite, which you may see on Traeger's US site. The big difference, this side table on the International is just a side table. If anything, it can be folded, but nonetheless a side table. When you look at the Elite on the US website, you'll see an electric hob, which of course a lot of people was hoping for when it come into the EU/UK. They'd have a lovely hob next to their amazing smoker. But sadly, Traeger decided that we are not worthy of the nice electric hob, so they introduced this model. So again, if you go onto the US website, this is called the Pro Plus or the Elite International, depending on which language and which website you look for. But we're going to continue calling it the Elite because that's what the Traeger head office want us to call it. So welcome to the Woodridge Elite. So first feature, which I've already briefly gone through, is their side table, which does fold down, which does make it a little bit more space conscious. This is a big grill though, there's no shying away from that. They've brought in the pop and lock system, or the bumpers as some people have started calling them, which are on all three sides. This obviously has come from the second generation Ironwoods and Timberlines that we all come to love, to give us a lot more features such as the rock and roll, the hooks, which we'll come onto in a moment, the storage bin, shelves, 2 or 3 different shapes, sizes of shelves. I like the fact they put them on the side as well, because it just means you've got full use of their space. Sticking with hooks, they've put hooks all over this grill. So just underneath here, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, there's 7 hooks at the front, 3 or 4 at the back, plus we've got some more hooks on the side here. The hooks were put in place to hold the racks that you may not necessarily be using. Apparently a lot of people were complaining by the fact that you couldn't hang these on the older systems, so they've kind of overcompensated and put a lot of hooks around, so you can obviously you can use these for your normal tools, but they were primarily put in place to hold the racks that you're not necessarily using at the time. So starting with the hopper, this is a particularly large hopper. Again, the older Pro series, not all of the Pros could fit an entire bag of pellets. This is big enough to fit an entire bag of pellets. So straight away they've put a bit of thought into this one. On all of them now, you've got a sensor, which of course connects to your phone and tells you how much pellet you've got left in a percentage. I believe this has even got a light, so it will light up and show you what's going on inside. You've also got a nice little pocket here to hold things like your power lead and your thermometer. Speaking of which, it does come with a wired probe, which again plugs into your main control panel, feeds through into your smoke chamber, and it will read the internal temperature of whatever you've put your probe into. So the hopper, nice start straight away. Underneath, moving these covers out the way, you'll see a very specific shape for a pellet bin. You've also got the ability to open your hopper up and it will dump all of your pellets straight into your pellet bin. You could also leave your pellet bin there if you wanted to, or of course you could put it into their nice cupboard space, which we'll go into in a moment. They have improved on the control panel compared to the old Pro series, 575s and the 780s. They've brought it in line with the Ironwood and the Timberline. So we've got touchscreen panels here, the ability to plug in 2 probes. What's nice is you are able to connect the Traeger meters. Always like to make a bit of a point on this. You've got meters and you've got Traeger meters. They could have made it one, decided against it. So you've got Traeger meters, which connect via Bluetooth to your grill. You can then read the temperatures of your Traeger meters and your wired probe and your Traeger all on your phone. Right, another nice feature that the Elite has that the Pro and the standard Woodridge doesn't is these cupboard doors, keeping things away from the elements, and it also keeps things like your quick and easy clean out keg that stores underneath. This is for your ash as well as all your nasty greases and things that will naturally be coming out of your foods. So everything goes into there, very quick and easy to clean through. But again, things like your pellet bins or your tools, cleaning tools, barbecue tools can all be stored away, cover thrown on it, and then you're ready to go for your next cook. Okay, so now let's look at the cook chamber. Something the Elite has got, or this Elite has got, and the Pro and the Standard doesn't, is the insulated lid, which of course means that you get a much more efficient burns and a lot more smoke inside your chamber. You've also got the modifier, which is this piece here, a very specific shape, so that you can take the standard cooking grate out and replace it with one of the other modifier pieces. They, at the moment, have got a solid piece of cast iron, and you've also got your fish and veg trays, which, as I said, same shape as this. So the idea is take that out and replace it with one of those. This would be your cooler side because it's further away from your fire pot, which is over here. So this would be your hotter side. So again, if you want to get your cast iron really, really hot for doing things like your smash burgers, getting some really good char and grilling, you could come over here. But if you're doing your veg or your fish, which is a little bit cooler, you'd bring it over here. As I said, loads of hooks on this particular grill. So you've got plenty of area for you to be able to hook these up, and then looking underneath where your magic happens. So fire pot over there, keg, and all that ash and dust all fit through there. So again, it just keeps everything in there. That's obviously designed to prevent the grease fires that a lot of people have heard of. But again, that's, in my opinion, just down to your maintenance of your grill, which we always discuss when people are buying their Traeger, joining the Traeger hood. So again, just very briefly in there, you've got the modifier piece and you've got the insulated walls, which is something not available on all the Woodridge, but it is definitely available on the Elite. So I've discussed a lot of features with the Elite, so I'm just going to briefly go over them again that they've brought in from the Generation 2 Ironwood and Timberline. So pop and locks, which features things like the rollbacks, the storage bins, the hook systems, not that you're going to need any more of those, the folding trays that they brought forward, which they've got on both sides and on the front. Next thing they brought in is the modifier, which is that piece under in the actual cooking chamber itself. That's been brought over from those newer generation Ironwood and Timberline. They brought in things like the Wi-Fi and being able to connect the Traeger meters. Something they've brought in through here. Pellet sensors are a new piece. What's something the Elite has got, which, as I said, the other two don't, which is the Pro and the Standard Woodridge, which is the insulated lid. The Elite has also got the two doors at the bottom here. But as I said, something to just be aware of. There is no induction hob / electric hob over here. It's just a standard shelf, folding shelf, but shelf nonetheless. So they've done a lot to bring the Woodridge in line with the second generation Ironwoods and Timberlines. So hopefully that's kind of cleared a bit of that up as well. Okay, one last thing I want to quickly talk about with all of the Woodridge range, building them. Traeger have done very well to try and make it as easy as possible. They've brought in, it's actually done with animals of which bit you will need to build at certain points. If you decide to get one, you can see how the instructions work. They've tried to make it easy, but the fact is it's a pain. This is a hard grill to build. This is not done in an hour. This is an hour and a half, up to 2 hours worth of someone's time putting it together. I can understand why that's how they've brought the price down to a bit more of a sensible level for the entry level smokers, but they're not an easy thing to build. We'll probably be offering a lot of people the build and deliver service for the local area. Speaking of which, if you did want to join the Traeger hood and if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It does mean that I get to find out who's actually watching and which videos are doing well, and it means I can put more energy and time into that. If you're in the southwest of England, please call in. We've got a large range of Kamados, smokers, pizza ovens, Yeti, coffee machines, and our full drinks range. If you're not in the area, check out the website, or if not, give us a call and we'll happily discuss anything that you're interested in. Cheers, guys.